Hey, YouTube! Sebastian here, Veg City. Hope you're all doing alright. Saturday morning, decided to come into the shop. We've had a few cold days. Most of the week has been between -10, -15. It's been alright. Last night the temperature decided to drop quite a lot. Temperature dropped down to about -30 degrees. So from about 8-9 o'clock at night, temperature was at about -25, -28, and it just kept on dropping. So before bed this morning was at about -30 degrees. So it's been quite a cold evening. So I thought I'd show you guys the ugly truth about running a hydroponic store in the far north of Sweden, especially in the zone that we're in. The temperatures can be extreme, even though I am inside the store. I'll show you guys what happens when it gets quite cold. Enjoy. Alright, so as explained, the condensation in the store is ridiculous. You guys can see it is just water everywhere. And that is not, it's no longer ice. I've been in the store for about an hour odd. As you guys can see, it is just puddles of water. Actually, when I come into the store, well, I come through the back door, but I can't open the front door unless I actually use a heat gun. So what I've got is I've got a small little heater that I keep near the door to break that barrier. There's nothing I can do, guys. It's not like I can change the door or anything like this. Yeah, I just have to live with it in the cold month. Right? That's nothing else I can do. My temperature in the store is not too bad. It's at about 20-22 degrees. Like I said, it's been just over -30 degrees for the past 24-48 hours. So it has been a little bit cold, yeah. So have a look at the windows, the amount of ice against the windows, and that has melted a little bit. It's especially at the bottom, you know. I've got a lot of water running in the store. It's a lot of irrigation. The difference temperature from inside to outside is quite heavy. Once business is up and running and it is a little bit better, I'll definitely invest in some better windows. The current windows that I have are unfortunately only double glazed, from what I can see. So either to have a double panel of double glaze or to actually have triple glazed windows. The plants are right, you know, the light is on, they're getting their water. The temperature drop in the store is not so bad. From average temperature of -15, -18 to -30, the store doesn't go lower than -20. What is very important is to make sure that I keep the heaters on inside the tanks, because the heaters I've got inside the tanks are your normal fish tank heaters, and they do keep my water at about 23, 24, 25 degrees. So that is very, very important. If the heaters are not on, the whole store, then everything drops down quick. So just to show you guys on the plants, I have transplanted my strawberries to the 2 aquaponic beds, as I wanted to make sure I do have quite a big section that stays 100% natural without any additive. Even though my fertilizer is a natural fertilizer, I still want to keep a big portion of the store as 100% natural. So they are doing fine. The strawberries are doing okay. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Remember, this is what's coming out. They've got the good root system at the bottom, but I thought I'd move them from the baby bed to the proper bed. So on this portion here, I've got about 63, 65 plants. And then I've done another 40 plants on this side. So the total amount is close to about 200 odd seeds that I've got in those 40 pods. So I've tried something a little bit different. I used to go with one seed per pod, but they are coming out, don't get me wrong, they're coming out, it's not a problem, but I'm wanting to have a better germination, better luck on some of the items, like on the strawberries. Not all of them had come out previously, so to give me a bit more luck, I decided to plant a lot more seeds per pod. So let's see how those 40 on this side goes. So total amount of strawberry plants is close to about 140, 150. The basil, as usual, the basil is doing good, no problem. The store is smelling good, so that's all good. You probably see a little intruder here. I myself bought some, rosemary, and I decided to actually see how does a seedling do compared to actually planting the seeds. So I've just transplanted a plant within the system, gave it a good rinse, good clean, make sure all the roots were clean so it doesn't contaminate the system, and just to give it a try. So I've got one that is going to be on my hydroponic side, and I've got another one that I've actually moved to the aquaponic side together with the tomatoes. So the roots are all the way down to the bottom and covered with lecacula or the clay balls. Made sure all the plants are nice and clean, and let's see how that goes. The reason I'm going with this, I'm thinking of, instead of doing the seeds, is to actually look into actual seedlings. I don't know, you guys can maybe comment and decide. Let me know what you think. I'm losing quite a lot of time on my seedlings, where the average time for things to come out, those were planted on Thursday, Friday, and I've already got some germination that is happening. So yeah, germinating is happening within 3 or 4 days. But from germination to be able to have a plant, I'm losing close to about 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, it might be the name of the game, where I have to constantly seed and plant. But like I say, I'm going to have a look at some pricing on the seedlings and see how we go. Maybe at the beginning, just to give me a little bit of a boost on other plants. But if I want to stay according to what my whole business plan and idea is all about, then I have to stick with the seeds. But days are tough, and I'm anxious to start getting a harvest that I can start opening the store. One of the questions that I had on Facebook as well was regarding my certification. So was about my certification. So I've had a question if I was organic certified. I am not as yet. I've got a meeting that is happening within the next few days with the municipality. So I will be discussing all of those together with them to decide which one will be best for me to go for. There are so many different types of certification regarding your natural, from what I understand, there's organic, there is ecologic, there's eco-label, there's natural. So there's many different types of certification. Mine is a mix and match. So if I had to say organic, I think it would be more, the product I'm using are organic, so that's not a problem. But there's some plastic involved, so my plants are growing in plastic. So I'm not sure what the regulation will be on such thing. I guess we'll have to find out and decide. One thing we know is that there is no pesticides, there is no funny products that is going in to give the vegetable a longer shelf period or anything like this. The veggies are growing in their natural environment, they're taking their time. Yes, it's artificial light and all of that, but you know, that is the future of farming. But yeah, let's see how we go on this. I'll keep you guys updated on those type of things. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. Have a good one.